Welcome to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and today is 1 Ounce Wednesday live. On 1 Ounce Wednesday, I take a blind sample out of one of these boxes behind me. I pour it into a glass, I swirl it, I nose it, I taste it, I give it a score while I review its ass. This 1 Ounce Wednesday is totally live because guess what? The last week has been a bit of a biatch, and to be fair, haven't had time to shoot a video, but that's not going to stop me from doing 1 Ounce Wednesday this week. So I'm not going to be interacting with chat tonight because this is just like a typical normal 1 Ounce Wednesday video, except for it's being recorded live in front of an audience of 19 people. So I'm going to go ahead and take a sample out of one of these boxes behind me. The sample was provided by a viewer or a patron or a distillery or somebody who gives a shit about me. And I'm going to pour it into a glass and we're going to give it a blind review and a blind score. So if you're ready on this 1 Ounce Wednesday live, then so am I. Let's friggin' do it. Got one? America? Let's go ahead and show the camera what this is before I taste it, so maybe you all know what it is. Okay, close my eyes. Okay, I gotta see where the lens is at. There. Focus, it should be focusing. It may be focusing. You might know what it is. It's hard to say because I can't tell if it's focused or not. But if you don't know, then I don't know either. We'll do it later. We'll figure it out later if you can't see. But I'm going to go ahead and put it on top of the barrel behind the wooden thing. And we're good. All right. Here we are. Whew. Whiskey in a glass. Whiskey in a jarro. It is what some people would consider to be a fairly dark color. Other people would consider it to be not a dark color. What color is it to me? I would say if you mixed red and yellow together, no, that's not it. Was never very good with colors, but it's like it's a nice, decent. Wow, my fingerprints are terribly terrible. Come on, fingers, you're ruining glasses. I need a fingerprintless glassware. Wow, I really wrecked that glass quick with my fingers. Not the first thing I've wrecked with my fingers. Anyway, this color is nice. I would say based off of the color of this whiskey alone. I haven't even smelled it yet. American whiskey, meaning bourbon or rye, and maybe between 6 to 8 years old. 6 to 8 years old is a guess, just based off color. Give it a swirl. Give it an SJ in this glass, in this whiskey glass. Look at it go. Look at it go. Oh, it's a beautiful swirl job. Nothing's ever swirled this fast and hot inside of a whiskey glass live on 1 Ounce Wednesday. Now we go in for a nose to see how she goes. Bourbon. Interesting. The nose is something I've smelled before. I've smelled this similar smell before, maybe on 1 occasion or maybe on 4. There is a nice smell. It smells kind of like what I said, maybe like a 6 to 8 year old bourbon. A little bit of a strawberry cream. Strawberry cream. Like a strawberry cream savor. Very interesting. I feel okay. Dang it. I'm smelling it. It's hard to enjoy the nose when I'm trying to figure out what it is, which sucks. It's like I don't want to figure out what it is, even though I super do want to figure it out what it is. Let's just go ahead and smell it and then just say if we like it or not. Then later I'll try to. It's hard. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Man, oh man, oh man. It's so familiar. It is like the neighbor who knocks on your door and asks you if your wife is busy. And you're like, what do you want my wife for? And then they're like, never mind. And you're like, what was that all about? And why is that so familiar? It's just a weird familiarity. There is a bit of like a cinnamony cherry. Oh man, this kind of smells like, man, oh man, like kind of like a nutty, cinnamony, sweet. This kind of reminds me of a Willet bourbon, but I don't know if I have any Willet bourbons in this box. But there could be a Willet bourbon. I don't know. I don't want to guess on the nose. I'm gonna taste it and see how it goes. But based off the nose alone, my 6 to 8 year guess is probably pretty close based off the color, and then smelling it kind of reinforces the fact that it's not super old or super young, nor super young, whichever one is correct. There is a bit of gentle pillowiness, like that doesn't make any sense to you, but it makes sense to me for sure. A gentle pillowy, cinnamony, doughy. There we go. It's a doughy bitch. You doughy bitch. All right, let's put this doughy bitch down the hitch. 1 Ounce Wednesday live down the hatch. What? Okay. That went from me. What in Frankenstein's futon is that? That went from me not knowing what it was on the nose to me being completely perplexed on the palate. The palate is perplexing and throwing me for a bit of a loop ski. That was incredibly strange and weird. Gingerbread? A gingerbread man? Run as fast as you can. You'll never catch me on the gingerbread man. That was so weird. The weird thing is, it kind of came and went so quickly that I gotta taste it again. I have to taste this again. This 1 Ounce Wednesday is a bit of a friggin' Scooby-Doo. It's a bit of a mystery. What? It's like first, what in the world? The first initial thought I got was rye. A weird finished rye. But it's not necessarily that rye forward. It's like a Luden's cherry cough. It's like a Luden's cherry cough drop is mixed with something that's like, I don't know, doughy. It's like a Luden's cherry cough drop cake batter. Wow, that I have no idea what that is. That is on the nose. I was going, will it? Possibly something I've smelled before. On the palate is so unique and different that I do not know. I am live. I'm not looking at the chat over here because I'm afraid that there's a spoiler alert in chat. And spoiler alert, I don't like spoilers, so I'm not looking at the chat. Instead, what I'm doing is focusing all of my energy on trying to determine if I like this or not. And all of my energy, which isn't a lot, I had a long day. How many steps am I at? 25,152. And I'm tired. I had to do yard work, which not much of a yard work guy, but had to do it. Had to do it. Where was I? Oh yeah, trying to focus the rest of my energy on this drink. There's a bit of nuttiness on the nose. So weird. All right, let's try to put 2 and 2 together here. 2 and 2 equals 4. And what am I here for? To try to figure out if I like this and what it is and if it's good. It could be, so there are some nutty MGPs. There are some nutty Beams, Heaven Hills. It's weird because the nose is nutty, bourbony, but the palate is so weird. It's like Skittles if Skittles were fucked up. Pardon my language. But if Skittles were made poorly, it's like if somebody else tried to make Skittles and they screwed it up totally bad. And then they introduced a bunch of alcohol to the mix. I would say this is probably, if I had to guess, 109 proof. 111. 111 proof. Oh boy. One of those 3 distilleries, Heaven Hill, Jim Beam, or MGP. You know, I'm going to go MGP and finished. I'm going to say it's a weirdly nutty finished MGP. I have no clue. I do not know. Do I like it? Yeah. Do I think it's fantastic? Not fantastic. Do I like it? I do. I would say it is. Man, is there another sip in there? A little bit. Let's try one more time. We'll give it a score. That could still be a rye. It could still be a rye. It's right on the verge of being a bourbon or a rye. Man, geez. There's a little bit of like raisiny dark fruit on the back of the palate. Some sweet rye notes on the front. You know what? F it. And by F it, you know what I mean. I'm going to go ahead and say that is Willet Distillate. I'm going to say it's Willet Distillate. It had the cinnamon note, it has a nutty note, which some Willets have. It had, I'm going to say it is some sort of Willet bourbon or something that was sourced from Willet, maybe like a barrel, or I don't know. That's my guess. It is good. It is good. Is it spectacular? No. I'm going to go ahead and say around 111 proof, 6 to 8 year Willet Distillate bourbon. And I give it a score today on 1 Ounce Wednesday live. This 1 Ounce Wednesday live score receives a blind live score of 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 6, 4, 8, 3, 74. a nice 7.8. 7.8. It is very good. It is very good. I like it a lot. It is unique and different. The nose and the palate aren't like they don't match perfectly, which is good. When you have a nose and a palate that are like offsetting a little bit, that's a cool thing. And that is what is happening here in this glass. The nose was kind of like a familiar, doughy, cinnamony, kind of nutty nose. Then on the palate, it like kicked the ass end out a bit, and you're like, what are you doing? And then your girlfriend who's in the driver's seat is like, I have no idea how to drive. And why am I spinning in circles? And you're like, this is out of control. And that's what happened there. The palate went a bit out of control, and that's what happened. And I kind of liked it. Live dangerously, you know what I mean? Live a bit dangerously. 7.8, very good. And what we were drinking on this 1 ounce Wednesday was there it is. Found it. You already saw it at the beginning if you saw, I think. If not, then maybe you didn't. What you were drinking today, what I was drinking was okay, I was off on the wow. What? On Planet Plutron, from Bill Kavanaugh. This is Found North Batch 6. Found North Batch 6. 17-year, 128.2 proof. So my proof was off. My age was way off. What is okay? What is this? What is it? 17-year Found North Batch 6. Found North Batch 6. If this were an edited video, what I would do is go on my phone and look it up. As a matter of fact, you know what? It's not an edited video, but I don't give a shit. Found North Batch 6. Had to get out of incognito mode, which I was in earlier for no reason whatsoever, and Found North. Please only enter this site if you are illegal drinking. Yeah, that's me. 17-year, distilled in Canada. Okay. That makes sense, because guess what? Didn't taste 17 years old. 87% corn, 12% rye, 1% barley. Maturation, which is a big word for me, Hungarian oak. Additives, none. That's good. 128.2 proof. Canadian, eh? Oh, don't you know? Our Found North Batch 6 is 128 proof. It was matured in Hungarian oak, and I hope you do enjoy. If you do not enjoy, super sorry. Super sorry that we made something you did not like. I did like it though. Batch 6 is a thunderous, that's a fantastic word, cask strength whiskey without an E at 128.2 proof. Found North presents its weightiest whiskey to date. That first sentence pisses me off. Batch 006. They didn't even say batch 6, which is important when it comes to pissing me off. Batch 006, unneeded, is a thunderous cask strength whiskey without an E. Thunderous, not needed. That's just a word. At 128.2 proof, Found North presents its weightiest, God, shut up, whiskey to date. What a terrible, like, hey, guess what? Congratulations, you made a first sentence that was incredible. I saw the sentence. It was an incredible sentence. I read it and I was like, wow, it's incredible. It's not true. Just upset me a bit. The primary component, making up 65% of this 5 whiskey blend, is the same foundational whiskey that batch 002 was built around, only 20 months more mature. What it's gained in age has manifested in deep resonance, R-E-S-O-N-A-N-C-E, resonance. We use 2 other corn components in this blend, capturing the oh my god, capturing the Demerara, Demerara, capturing the Demerara. Nobody knows what that means. Not a single person, unless of course you're a dork, knows what Demerara means. Capturing the Demerara note from the 26-year-old Hungarian oak aged whiskey without an E and a butterscotch texture from a lively, stupid word, 17-year-old corn aged in ex-bourbon barrels. Just try less hard. That's all. If I were writing this article for them, and guess what? This is what happened here. There's a dog barking outside. Shut up! Bring your dog in. What's another word for like lively? Like this is just, the words are so dumb. The combination of these 3 corn components laid a thick, almost chewy foundation for the pair of 18-year and 19-year-old rye whiskeys we blended in. That's where I got the rye from, because there was a rye component here, which was obvious, but also not obvious. But I picked up on it and said that's why. I said it could be a rye whiskey. We blend. 1 rye was aged in Hungarian oak, lending a white pepper and mesquite spiciness. The other, aged in Rechar American oak, provided the counter melody, of bright fruit notes, sweet melon, lychee tea, and raspberry jam. I will start using lychee tea as a tasting note from now on, moving forward. This is too good not to read the rest of, because they're using words like, what was the last one that pissed me off? The counter melody. Counter melody is definitely something that will upset me. Blibbity blibbity, why we made this whiskey, blah blah blah. We made batch 006 because we've discovered a profile with batches 002 and 004 that is exciting and novel, and we want to see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Don't we all? Eventually, you'll find the rabbit hole's G-spot. Oh, golly. Every whiskey drinker has the experience of cracking open the door of the whiskey world and finding a massive hidden vault of flavor possibilities. The same is true for us. Liked it a lot. I got a 7.8. That is very good, bordering on great. I did like it a lot. There was a bit of nuttiness, a bit of cinnamon. The nose and palate differentiated quite a bit. 3,512 bottles. Yeah, non-chill filtered, no additives, natural color, Canadian whiskey. It's good. That's very good. I don't even own a bottle of Found North. I don't own any Found North bottles, but I'm super happy to have enjoyed this Found North batch. Bill mislabeled it. Bill put batch 6, which not right. It's batch 006. And thank you, Bill, for that sample of Found North batch 006. Excited to taste more stuff from them. Excited to taste more stuff. It is good. It's very good. I liked it a lot. It was different, which is super cool. And I appreciate the difference of what people are doing. So Found North batch 006 on this 1 Ounce Wednesday live, friggin' dug it. Friggin' liked it a lot. Will I run out and buy a bottle? No, because I can't. It's not sold around here. But I will look for more samples, apparently, or if there is something out there that I run across in the future elsewhere, I will pick up a bottle. Found North batch 006 is very good. I would recommend it. It is very good. Rye, corn mixture, great. Just a cool experience. And when it comes to whiskey, if you get tired of tasting the same thing over and over and over again, like I do, then it's awesome to come across something that's different and still very good. And that's what we came across here today. With that being said, thank you, Bill, for the sample. Friggin' dig it. Friggin' dig you. And speaking of digging, I have been digging for, almost, what is it, 2023? Almost 5 years I've been digging for 50,000 subscribers, and I haven't hit pay dirt yet. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit subscribe. We're less than 1,000 subs away from 50,000. When we hit 50K, I'm going to throw a big party for myself, and it's going to be a bunch of fun. Hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Have you had any Found North stuff? And did you enjoy it? Do you like it? Yeah, just curious. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. And like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on understanding that when you rent a home, you are the landlord's bitch, especially in this market when there's like no other rentals available anywhere. You can't find a rental home anywhere. And if you do, and you're lucky enough to run across one that's available, you have to compete against like 7,500 other people. And you have to give them every bit of information about your life. And then you have to hope that your credit score is better than the rest, which isn't going to happen. And you have to hope that you can afford whatever they're asking, which you can't. So when you are renting a place and your lease is up for renewal, you have to hope that you have the balls and the strength of mentality to really get through the process that you're put through. I spent the last 2 weeks cleaning and scrubbing and landscaping and just like trying to make this landlord happy. And like, hey, guess what? The house is clean, man. I can only scrub the walls so much before the paint comes off. What do you want me to do? I'm outside clipping shrubbery. And it might not even be shrubbery. They might be legitimate plants. But I don't even care anymore. He's like, clean up the landscaping. And I'm like, I don't even know. I'm not a landscaper, but I'll cut some shit down. So I bought some friggin' Gigano hedge clippers. And I'm just chopping shit. I think I chopped some nice mint or some spices today out of the front yard. I don't even know. Just chopping shit down. Man. Then they had to have us extract the carpet. Some carpet cleaners came today. I think it's a part of a scheme where they're like, hey, guess what? They're in it with the carpet cleaner people, and they're like, guess what, carpet cleaners? Every year, we're going to have the tenants hire you, and then you just completely rip them off. And then you give us like 10%. Because the carpet cleaners came today because the landlords gave me a week to get the carpets cleaned before they renewed the lease. And the carpet cleaners, they were like, yeah, that's going to be $460. Does that sound good? And I was like, it doesn't sound good at all, but it sounds way better than me living on the street. So let me run to the ATM, considering you're going to charge me additional 10% if I use a credit card. Son of a bitch. Carpets are clean, though, and my socks are very wet. Will we be living here for another year? Your bet is as good as mine. But hopefully, because I friggin' cleaned everything and they charged me $500 to clean the carpets. Sorry for venting. It's just what I got to do. I've got nobody else to vent to. My children don't care. I'm like, hey, $460 for carpets. Can you believe it? And they're like, I don't even know what that means. Just buy me more Robux. I don't know. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I love you. I will see you next time. This is 1 Ounce Wednesday Live. Maybe we'll do this more often. I don't know. I'm going to go back and reread the live chat. Possibly. Who knows? I might not. I might just say screw it and have my children read it to me. They can't read. I'm a bad parent. I'm a good parent. I'm trying, damn it. Good night and broadcast. I love you.